Pay attention to the following clip from Avengers: Infinity War. Did you see it? Let's show you again.
Be very careful what your kids are watching. Do not just brush it off as, it's just a movie, what's the harm? No, this is shirk.
As we watch what is unfolding today in Gaza, we have to understand that opposition is counting on us to lose attention, to become fatigued, and to move on with the news cycle. And just as we can't allow them to dictate our attention, we also can't allow them to dictate the pace of our solidarity. And part of that solidarity is going to be there to rebuild Gaza, short-term, long-term. I am proud to give my support, my word of support, to trusted brothers and sisters in the United Kingdom that have started a waqf, that have started an endowment to make sure, inshallah ta'ala, that we're there for the long run.
Assalamu Alaikum, guys. Hope you guys are well, inshallah. So this video clip, brothers and sisters, that was sent to me on Instagram is of the Avengers and the movie Infinity War. Now, somebody spotted this, and subhanAllah, if you watch carefully, which we're going to watch for ourselves, inshallah, they are writing in Arabic that Allah is not the dominion. In a nutshell, Allah is not the king. Let's watch for ourselves, inshallah, and see what is... Let's watch for ourselves, inshallah, and see for ourselves, brothers and sisters, was this an accident or premeditated?
Pay attention to the following clip from Avengers: Infinity War. Did you see it? Let's show you again. If you pay attention to the background, there is some Arabic writing on the planet Titan. Now, I do not want to repeat what these words mean, but I will explain so you can understand. The words translate to Allah is not dominion. Satan makes his intentions clear.
So guys, you saw that for yourself, subhanAllah. As you can see, why would the Marvel movie, out of all movies for that matter, decide to name a planet behind the scene of this creature, whatever the hell it is, yeah? SubhanAllah, and write, Allah is not the king. Do you really think these things are coincidences? Do you think they're just like, oh, let's just find a little random Arabic word? SubhanAllah, which Muslim would ever write, Allah is not the king? This is something that you have to go. It's premeditated. It's planned. It's, it's put in there on purpose subliminally. Okay, it's very simple, brothers and sisters. We believe in shaitan. We need to understand that we believe in the unseen. We believe that shaitan exists. Evil exists. Therefore, these things are not a coincidence. And I won't be surprised if there is some Zionist scumbag in behind the scenes, most of them, are controlling Hollywood. Let's be honest with them. So most of them are Zionists. Yes. And they went there and thought to themselves, you know what? Yes, we're going to write this. It's subliminal. Just imagine a Marvel movie that your kids watch, brothers and sisters, and this subliminal message is there. Now, brothers and sisters, I am guilty of this with my children as well sometimes, giving them the iPad, giving them and I try my best to incorporate in my household, to my wife, to the best of my ability, to stop giving them the phone, always watching TV, always having iPads, try to incorporate for them to be reading a tablet that the battery never runs out. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. You can't buy it on Amazon, you can't buy it anywhere. Actually, you can buy it on Amazon. It's a book, brothers and sisters, a book that the battery doesn't die out, it doesn't affect your... Thank you very much, Dishan. I think I broke my left shoulder. A book, as you can see, guys, it doesn't need charge. It doesn't affect your eyes. It doesn't have blue light on. So brothers and sisters, inshallah, and has many other ripple effects. This doesn't need a charge. Get your kids, inshallah, to start reading books, brothers and sisters. I think it's a very, very important reminder, which was actually given by Zishan to myself, by the way. It was not from me. SubhanAllah. So that's number one. Number two, brothers and sisters, you need to understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, so did you think that we created you for nothing and that you will not be brought back to us? So high above is Allah, the King, the true, there is no God but He, the Lord of the noble throne. And whoever invokes another God with Allah, while he has no proof for it, his reckoning is only with his Lord. Surely the infidels will never achieve success. Brothers and sisters, when we study Tawheed, the third thing that we study is Tawheed Asma wa Sifat. Yes? Brothers and sisters, which is what? Names and attributes. What these individuals are doing is trying to strip Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of that title by saying He is not the dominion, He is not the king. And in Tawheed, brothers and sisters, what makes Islam so unique is that we affirm Allah is the sustainer and the provider. He's the one who created the heavens and the earth, and He provides for us and He sustains us. Number two, Tawheed al-Uluhiyya. Yes, that was Tawheed al-Rububiyyah, Tawheed al-Uluhiyya, which is what? We single out Allah in worship. He is the King of all kings, brothers and sisters. He is the one that deserves worship, and we worship Him alone. And when it comes to His names and attributes, we do not give the name of a creation by saying, for example, attributes, or saying Allah slept or Allah was tired. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And neither do we take the titles of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by saying He's not the all-knowing, subhanAllah, brothers and sisters, yeah? Which the Christians give to Jesus. They say He is God, but He did not know the hour. So we negate these things, brothers and sisters. This is what makes Islam, Islam, and Tawheed, Tawheed, brothers and sisters. Be very careful what your kids watch. These days, brothers and sisters, things are so dangerous. You don't need to worry about this in a book. Okay, when you buy a book, alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters, you are in control. There are no subliminal messages, which they can be. But what I'm saying is, you can choose which books to buy for them, inshallah. And brothers and sisters, it will inshallah help them, because you need to understand these are the future generation. If we subliminal, like a lot of psychologists say, be conscious. You guys know I speak very fast, so I'm making a very valid point. If I'm speaking slow, please listen carefully. Be conscious of the unconscious mind. Be conscious of the unconscious mind. We have an unconscious mind that we do things we do not realize. And these are based on things that you watch. Not only that, there are things where there are male or female private parts in Disney movies that, subhanAllah, I've heard. So brothers and sisters, be very careful what your kids are watching. Do not just brush it off as, it's just a movie, what's the harm? No, this is shirk. They are associating by saying He is not the king. Who's the king then? SubhanAllah. We know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one and only true king of all kings. He is the one that deserves our worship. Brothers and sisters, like we say, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. So, Marvel movie, whoever the hell you guys are, our fight with the shaitan will inshallah carry on till Yawm al-Qiyamah. Many generations will come, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, watch out. Do not watch Marvel movies, subhanAllah. God knows what other subliminal messages are in there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the king of all kings, inshallah. And we will testify that till the day with that, inshallah. And those who reject that will enter the fire, inshallah. Assalamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.